Kia ora koutou katoa, nau mai, hara mai, ko Sani Poku ingoa, ko te aroa te iwi. Welcome from Hamilton. FMG Stadium Waikato is the venue for this round 4 Mines Indigenous round clash between the Waikato Wolves and the Mount Druitt Kings. Thank you so much for tuning in, and a big happy Waitangi Day for all the Kiwis in the SRL, especially to our Māori counterparts here in the community. But to everyone across the ditch, it's a big day, and what a day to celebrate. What a way to celebrate it. It is going to be an absolute classic in the making. The first time these two sides have ever done battle. It will be the Wolves and the Kings here from New Zealand, kicking off your Mines round 4 action. We're nearly at the halfway point of the season, and how quick has it gone? How good is this atmosphere? You can hear the waiatas being sung. You can hear the crowd getting into it. And they have packed out tonight to witness these two sides bring us another classic edition of the SRL Mines competition. And we are on the way. Mount Druitt making their way across from New South Wales, coming off the back of an insane win in Golden Point last week against the Blue Tongues. And that Kings Blue Tongues game, it sort of transpired into a bit of a rivalry that's building, but for the Waikato Wolves, so close to beating the Central Coast Lions last week. They were missing 3 of their players, highly rated players, in Arlo Rutherford, Causey Carrigan. And there's always one I forget, but there were 3 Wolves players missing, and despite that, they really took the Lions down to the wire. It was 12-all heading into the final 5 minutes of that game before the Central Coast managed to steal it right at the end. And Waikato looking to win here today on Waitangi Day. How good would it be to see the Kiwi side get up? But they're going to have to do it tough, because they're going up against a forward pack that has the likes of a Quinton Cotter and a Johnny Burgess. A lot of first grade experience to inject for this away side. And for Mount Druitt, they'll be looking to just play their footy through the middle. You have to think 4 tackle Matt Chick now. He'll dish it out to Pafairongi, offload away to Marco Fa'alongo. And Marco Fa'alongo making his debut last week in the 7th spot. He'll move to 6 for this game. And we'll have to wait and see how that all plans out. But 5th and last, Matt Chick off the left boot, goes towards the corner. Waiting for it is Eddie Lewis, and he's wrapped up by Kalen Cleary. And how good is it? Indigenous round here in the Mines, and some great jerseys being designed. The Mount Druitt Kings jersey that you see here, designed by their captain, Luke Short. And the Mount Druitt Kings representing the Darug people. Please forgive me if I've botched the pronunciation, but the Darug people of Western Sydney, and that's who they represent. They represent their community. This Mountie side, they bring a lot of hype, a lot of excitement. They've certainly brought a lot of eyes and attention their way. 30 live viewers at one point during their game against the Blue Tongues last week, and on a night like tonight, hopefully we can get another great crowd and great audience. It's Waikato now takes a good run, and for the Wolves, debuting their Indigenous jersey, they are rocking the Waikato colourway, which consists of red, yellow and black. So that is why you see them rocking the red there, and oh, nearly spilled one there from Ben Jackson. But 5th and last now, and a bit of a stalemate to start us off here. Both sides just trying to figure each other out, and over the course of a full game, plenty of time to find what they're looking for. And off the return, Bailey Munro. He nearly gave away the game last week for the Blue Tongues. He was the one that threw that intercept in the 78th minute to Zyrell Williams that allowed the Blue Tongues to score right on the siren. Ted McDonald through the middle. He was the one that scored the game winner for Mount Druitt last week. So keep an eye out for Ted McDonald. When you've got your Cotters and your Burgesses out there, it allows that attention to draw on those two, and it allows guys like Jazz Bazinga and Ted McDonald to take advantage. 4 tackle inside Waikato half. They'll go. Ted McDonald will just take a run inside opposition 40. 10 minutes gone here already from Hamilton, and it's 5th and last. 0-all is the score. As Jay Tapuna stabs it towards the corner of Kairangi Huna, who's just wrapped up straight away. And Waikato only with the 1 win so far, and they did have a bye also. Oh, what a goose step from Kaya forward. That great run gets him inside Mountie half now. Second tackle that goes short to Pawhairangi. And Josiah Pawhairangi was an absolute machine for the Wolves last week. He helped get them back into the game, scoring the second try of the night to help take that score to 12-all. The game we spoke about earlier against the Lions. And 5th and last coming up now. Michael Farlonga off the left boot, and he goes downfield towards Bailey Munro. Once again, they're targeting his wing early. And this Waikato crowd will want to get stuck into him, but how good is it? Indigenous round is here for the Mines, and we can't wait to see how this game plays out. And stay tuned, because after it, we're going to head up north, across the ditch to Queensland, where it'll be the second edition of the OG rivalry between the Blue Tongues and the Firehawks this season. For Cairns, coming off a bye, they'll be looking for their first win, and they'll get to do it at home against the rival team like the Blue Tongues. Oh, what a dish, inside pass off the right edge to Mitch Riles. 5th and last coming up now. Kyle Ford forced to come up and make that tackle. He's out of position. He'll try and get back. Double pass out to Benji Magic, who'll just send it high. And Kairangi Huna steps through. He's just one-on-one with Mitch Riles. And Kairangi Huna is going to take it all the way to the house. And the crowd here in Hamilton are loving that one to start off your Waitangi Day coverage of your SRL Mines footy. What a way to kick things off. Kairangi Huna. You have to keep an eye out for this bloke. He can just punish you in so many different ways, especially when you give him an open look like that. Mitch Wiles trying to match his pace, but just decided to make the dive tackle and ended up with a mouthful of turf as he watched that try get scored. Rangi Huna, that's got to be a Māori, man. So how good would it be if we got a Māori player scoring the first points of the game? But what a way to start for Waikato. 6-0 is your score, and yet to win a game at home, so they'll be looking to try and do it tonight. And the mentors of both teams flying out for tonight's game, as you see. Tana Tutafa, local and proud Kiwi here. Alongside Anthony, oh, take it off the ball! Jay McBob will take it to the house! What an absolute try there from Jay McBob. Contact off the footy, forced that one loose, and McBob was there to just scoop it up. And it was a similar try that we saw play out last week against the Bathurst Blue Tongues. I think it was a Cotter intercept, and he had short space to work with. And look at that, J McBob getting past 2 defenders. And what a way to reply for Mount Druitt. There are a few Mountie fans making the trip here, so it's a long way to travel from Mountie to Hamilton. They put on them, they're here, they're representing Benji Magic now. Swings this one comfortable as you could ask. And we are locked up 6-all. What a way to start off your Indigenous round clash here in the SRL Mines. And an unforced mistake. Could not have asked for a worse outcome than a pick 6. That's pretty much what that was. We only call it that in the world of American football. But yep, that was a prime definition of a pick 6. So the Wolves will be looking to just clean up their footy and hold on to it. It's one thing to concede points. It's another when it's off the back of your own mistake. So now Druitt now. Bit of momentum on their side. They'll be looking to turn this thing around after conceding first blood. So we approach the halfway mark of the first half, and both teams only with 1 win on their season, so whoever wins here tonight will walk away with a second victory in the hopes of a top 3 finish to make the finals. Oh, what a run, Kairangi Huna! Could he break the line once again? He just has to get past Mitch Wiles. But what a run from Rangi Huna. He's certainly stepping up here tonight early in this first half. And that run alone gets him inside the red zone. Waikato with a bit of space to work with and a few tackles up their sleeve as they go reverse inside out dish. But Pawhairangi can't get the ball out in time. They'll just hold on to that one. They don't want to rush it. Ben Jackson tries to barge forward. They're inching closer to the line. They're almost there. They go short dish. Pawhairangi tries the crash play, and Pawhairangi turned on his back. Desperate defense there from the Mountie side. The visitors do not want to concede off this set, but they've still got one more tackle to defend and hold their line. Easy decision there for the bunker now. 5th and last coming up. Waikato, where will they go? What is the game plan here? 5th and last. They go short dish. Marco Fa'alongo. It's a rebound. They won't call it though. Vakateni just takes the hit up. Stuttering up in here, but that was very close and good goal line defense. Desperate stuff from the Kings, but referee not ruling that kick was played at. Instead, it was just a ricochet. So now Druitt survived that set, and now they'll be looking to get down the other side of the field. You have to wonder if the 40-20 will come into play, considering how back or how deep in their own half they are. But that one gets him a bit of breathing room there from Bazinga as Wishart dishes it out to corner. Goes to Benji Magic. And corner now dishes it reverse side. They go back out to Josh Strange. 5th and last now. 6-all is the score. Your round 4 Mines Indigenous round clash, proudly brought to you by TBC Live and Sunny Visuals. Who was going to walk away with their second win of the season? Kairangi Huna. He's just getting past anything that's put in front of him. That's probably his 3rd line break to the tally now, at least. And I'm sure the Cronulla Sharks would love for him to have a great game tonight, being their development player. Kalen Cleary off the right edge, great run, line break inside, gets him just shy of the red zone. Fullback out of position. If they find a line break, this could be dangerous. Magic dishes it to Vakateni. The big fella shrugs off one, still going. And Vakateni is an absolute menace through the middle. You have to think he's one of the dominant prop forwards in this Mines club. Oh, Kamealoha off the left edge, off the left boot, hits a step and gets the second try of the night for Waikato. Brilliant stuff there from Kamealoha. We saw the game we had last week, the line breaks, the opportunities that this man created. And a lot of it was off the back of his line breaks. His speed is just an absolute dynamo. If that's one way to describe a player, I think that would be it for him right there, to a T. He's absolutely dynamo. As we see Matt Chick now about to line up a tough conversion. He'll swing it. Oh, what a great kick. And he'll fade it back over the middle. kind of jealous. That chick. Great kick there, and the Wolves stepping up to the occasion. It's been a big day here in New Zealand, or Aotearoa as they like to call it. It's great to see a healthy crowd here from Waikato. They're certainly singing the Waiatas away. You can hear that air papa in the background as we see Kaiafoa takes the return, dishes it out to Benjamin Jackson. I'll tell you what, I love this top pairing of Tulawaru, Vakateni and Benjamin Jackson. I think that those two are just, they are wrecking balls. They are wrecking balls through the trenches, and if you're the Wolves, you kind of want to predicate your forward pack around that physicality that they play with. Tane Rongo-Mahuani, what a great run through the left edge. And Tane making the switch from 12 to 11. That'll inject a bit of speed for the Wolves through that part of the field, and if they can find him those open looks, if he can get good service from his halves and Whalonga and that chick, I'm sure he'll be in for a blinder here tonight. Ewan Maiava, Waikato captain, looking to lead his side to their first home victory this season, 5th and last. Michael Whalonga off the left boot, great kick, down towards the corner of Eddie Lewis, and Eddie Lewis wrapped up by Caelan Cleary. And they've been targeting that wing. They haven't let Eddie Lewis get too much past them. And a draw pass now to Johnny Burgess. Bit of talks about Johnny Burgess and Quinton Cotter. They did opt to stay in the Mines competition. Maybe a bit of a head scratcher decision to turn down and decline first grade offers, but hey, it's well within their right to play where they want to play and develop how they want to develop. But you'd have to think they're going to be the centerpieces of this Kings side if they're committed to staying with this team in the hopes of securing a Mines Premiership. We'll have to wait and see. Still plenty of footy left to be played before we get to that stage in the finals. And if you're not familiar how the finals format works in the Mines, it'll be a top 3 qualification process. So we currently have 5 teams. Whoever finishes first as minor premiers will secure an automatic qualification to the grand final as the designated home team, and second and third will play in a finals playoff to decide who qualifies for the grand final. So that's how it works, and with only 8 games that each team gets to play, wins are certainly crucial, and so is the points differential. 5th and last inside the 10-meter zone. The Waikato Wolves looking for another try, and they could very well do it off this set. Marco Whalonga goes high, up and under. Who's there? It's Eddie Lewis. Cool, calm, and collected stuff there from Eddie Lewis. And in those sorts of moments, you can really hold your breath, can't you? You just hope that it's your team that ends up with possession. And oh, what a huge hit there. Mitch Wiles cops that one. Vakateni, I think it was there to dish it, so you've got to watch out. We spoke about him and Jackson, but make no mistake about it, the Mount Druitt Kings, they've got their own big boppers. Oh, there you go. Prime example, Johnny Burgess gets one back for his teammate. Third tackle inside Wolves half. They'll shift it left. Eddie Lewis wrapped up in a 2-man effort there from the Wolves. And Mount Druitt, last week, they were so explosive in that first half, especially Quinton Cotter. A hat-trick to his name. So Quinton Cotter, you've got to keep an eye out for him. You have to mark him alongside Burgess. If you can take those two out of the equation, the Wolves, I think it'll do a lot for their momentum and do a lot for them trying to get a result here tonight. Oh, Tane Rongo-Mahuani off the left edge and an offload back inside. And I'll tell you what, a couple of the Māori lads, they've really stood up here in this game. Maybe it's the occasion of it because they've really stepped up. When we talk about Rongo-Mahuani, Pawhairangi, Rangi Huna, I mean, these are just players that are stepping up here tonight for the Wolves, and they'll need those sorts of players to put their hand up and say, give me the ball. They want to take it upon themselves to lead by example. Here we go, 5th and last. Oh, and it's a spilt ball. Marco Whalonga. Jake Bob there to clean it up. He tried to find space on that wide edge, but we'll just play it safe. As time ticks down in your first half, just over a minute remaining, it is the Waikato Wolves, the home side, with a 12-6 lead over the Mount Druitt Kings. And Mountie trying to get one more on the board before half time. I don't know if they'll have enough time. If they can find a line breaker to go a long way, but Bazinga will just be wrapped up there. Third tackle now. 2 more up their sleeve. I don't think they'll be able to finish the full set. This will be the last one, you'd have to say. Ted McDonald takes the run up. 12-6. Wolves leading the Kings, and we will see you in the second half. Kia ora whānau, and welcome back to Hamilton. FMG Stadium Waikato is the venue, and 12-6 is the score in favour of the home side. The hometown Wolves currently leading the visiting Mount Druitt Kings. And 3 tries scored in that first half. It's been one hell of an arm wrestle. Not much separating these two sides besides the 6 points on the scoreboard. And oh, that's a crucial mistake thrown straight to Bailey Monroe. And if the ref did not call that one back, he would have been gone for a try off the counter attack. They'll shift it out right. First play of the set, and they go straight out towards Walker. But Walker will be stopped there. First tackle now. McBob offload away to Benji Magic, and the second phase play starting to become prevalent for this Mountie side as they go towards Ted McDonald. The game winner for last weekend, Ted McDonald will score the equaliser to get Mountie back in this game. Pet Love will send it to the board. And what a try. Ted McDonald one-on-one with Josiah Pawhairangi. You weren't stopping him from that sort of a distance. Just too short of a field to work with, and the visitors get up. Crowd not liking that one bit, I'll tell you that much. And first blood to the visitors in the second half, just 2 minutes in. And a straight crash play try there from Ted McDonald. It was the one that won the game for Mount Druitt last weekend. He'll be hoping to replicate that sort of an effort here tonight, and he's already got it on the board, so great job from Ted McDonald. 12-all is the score, locked up. Mines round 4 Indigenous round, proudly brought to you by Sunny Visuals and TBC Live. And do be sure to join us after this game, where we head to Barlow Park in Cairns, far north Queensland. The OG rivalry, the next edition of it, it's just around the corner. Blue Tongues, Firehawks, you do not want to miss it. As we get back to the action here from Waikato, and I'll tell you what, the Wolves, for the most part, they've really played well here tonight. It's kind of hard to believe this is a team that lost 3 of their star players only a couple of weeks ago. Because the turnaround in such a short amount of time, it just seems like they're flying. The chemistry is there. And you can, oh, I thought that was going to be called a knock on. Referee ruling not played at. As the great John Boy Marvel would say, check his TAB account, but a penalty given away on 5th and last. And that is a punch in the gut, a punch in the puku for the Waikato Wolves. If you're Māori, you'll know what that one was. But Jade Tapuna now with a great chance to get Mountie their first lead of the game. Inside the red zone, full set of 6 up their sleeve. Jazz Bazinga takes the first run. And the Waikato crowd now starting to find some voice. They want to rally up and help get their boys across the line here tonight. A win on Waitangi Day would be so memorable for the Waikato Wolves, but they have to earn it against a very tough and classy opposition like the Kings. And Quinton Cotter now hasn't been able to make the sort of strides he did last week, but you can't rely on just one player to carry your team through this one, and they've got a lot of talent spread around through the pitch. 5th and last now, they'll go to Jade Tapuna, up and under, they go up for it, and come out Loha. Cool, calm and collected, a great take there And the Kings. Not the finish to the set they would have liked. They had a full set inside the red zone and no points to show for it. So they walk back inside their own half now. Oh, what a fend there. Don't argue by Pawhairangi. And the Wolves have been managing to muscle their way through the middle. They'll dish it. Kaya 4 sends it to Matt Chick. And Jay Tapuna there to read him. Alongside Bazinga, I think that was. I'm probably wrong. Third tackle now, Benjamin Jackson. Inside opposition 20. They're getting closer to the try line. The home side dish it right. Rangi Huna wrapped up in a three-man effort. Fifth and last now. What's going to be the play here? What's going to be the kick option? You'd have to think it's going to be a high bomb. They go. Pawhairangi sends it high. It's not a bad kick. Who's going to be there? Josh Strange takes it. And it will be driven in goal. And now this defensive pressure of the Waikato Wolves. They're starting to chip away out this mounting side. And they've got a great chance to score points off this set. You've got a full set inside opposition half. If you can't get to the try line, you'd have to think just pin another good kick in there. And just keep your foot on the necks of these Mount Druitt Kings. Kaya 4 still in search of his first try here tonight. And you'd have to think that if they keep this pressure up defensively, the Wolves will have a lot to counter-attack with Benji Marshall. Benji Magic. Oh, bit of magic on that play. He sticks the hand out. Oh, and it's a return serve. Big hit, forces the ball loose, and on the Maiwani there to scoop it up from dummy half. Sateki Isa. Maybe starting to run a bit on E there because it didn't look like he had much energy to make that dart from dummy half. Great run offload to Ben Jackson. And now Waikato looking very dangerous inside the red zone yet again. Vakateni just takes the settler on. As they go left, Marco Fa'alongo. He'll try and barge across. Marco Fa'alongo! I think he's made it. I think he's got him there. They're going to send it upstairs once again. But the Waikato crowd says, nah, gee, you're all good. Give it to him. Give him the pie. They reckon the pies are better in New Zealand. If someone wants to shout me some, I'd happily be the judge of that. But that was a beautiful pie there from Marco Fa'alongo, his first try in his Mines career. And it's only taken him 2 games, so a great moment for the Wolves 5-8 and Waikato taking the lead back. 16-12, 18-12 now. Matt Chick 3 from 3. Yet to miss one all night, so the Wolves, here we go. I've been keen to see how they play this season, and the one thing I love about this Waikato side, it's the physicality that they bring, and just watching them put it on display. They are a staunch team, but the Mount Druitt Kings do not write them off. You've still got plenty of footy left to be played. And we know what this team is capable of when they're confident, when they start clicking and they find that attacking flair. You have to think they need to unlock it through Mitch Wiles. He's their captain, he's their key. Oh, outside back. And that's a huge mistake there for the Wolves. Once again, just unforced mistakes, inviting a lot of pressure now, especially off the back of points. And what turned from celebrating and a bit of chahooing is now turned into desperation on defense. The Wolves will have to clutch up for this one because Mount Druitt at the 10-meter line, third tackle. They're looking to level this game once again and take a bit of the life out of this Waikato crowd that has been very vocal all night. Oh, they shift to right. Mitch Wiles, he'll get to the line. What a play there from Mitch Wiles. A great ball that found him not with an ideal amount of space, but he made it work. Marco Fa'alongo trying to stop that one from being scored, but Mitch Wiles, we gave him the cheeky shout out just before, and that's why when you've got your star fullbacks out there, got to give them that ball. Got to get them involved as much as you can. And just like that, the Kings strike back off the back of a huge mistake from the home side, and now the visitors. Biggest kick of the night for Benji Magic. Can he make some magic happen off this one? Waikato fans absolutely giving him a belting out there. Oh, he'll fade it. Beautiful kick from Benji Magic. 100% 3 from 3, and both kickers yet to miss in this one. 18-all is the score. The Waikato Wolves currently level with the Mount Druitt Kings. And geez, doesn't this feel like a recurring theme? Scores locked up as we head towards the final quarter of the game. Maybe some nerves starting to slowly settle in for both teams, both mentors. Oh! They nearly botched that one. They nearly made a dog's breakfast out of that. But the Kings will save themselves from shooting themselves in the foot. That one really could have been dangerous. Could have been a turnover inside their own 10, but holding on to the footy now, you'd have to think they just want to play it more safe and just play through the middle. Johnny Burgess, not afraid of the contact, and he won't shy away from the challenge of this Wolves forward pack. Bazinga finds space, left edge. Oh, and an ankle tap, doing enough there to stop him. Ben Jackson, I think that was a great stop there. 5th and last now. They'll go back outside the pocket. Quinton Cotter sends it high. Too much on it. No one in support. And Carmel Loa, all he had to do was stick his hands out. Ask and ye shall receive. And back with the footy inside their own half now. Full 7 tackle set as well. So Waikato, they've got time. They've got the plays. And oh, that's another big mistake. Jay Tapuna picks that one off. Nearly takes that one to the house for another pick 6 for Mountie and Waikato. The mistakes, the interceptions, the penalties, they're starting to take their toll. And you'd have to think, if Mount Druitt can score off this set, that'll take a lot of life out of him. Oh, what a stop there! Doing enough to get in the way of that play. Not sure who it was. Might have been Kalen Cleary, I think. Oh, and Waikato escaped that one. A bit of pressure mounting on this Kiwi side, but they hold their own. They keep their nerve about him, and now Matt Chick takes that run up, a 3rd tackle, still inside the red zone. And oh, there you go, Tulavaro Vakateni gets a line break, gives them a bit of breathing room now. They could go for a 40-20. They'll dish it right. Benjamin Jackson goes to Chick. Back out to Tapo. Tapo taking up a 40, 5th and last now. Where will they go? Waikato, it's got to be a long bomb downfield, a long punt, sorry, Sateki Issa. Will go towards Eddie Lewis. Eddie Lewis. He found an opening there, but just couldn't poke through. Still locked up, 18-all, 64 minutes played here from Hamilton. FMG Stadium, Waikato. Who's going to walk away with the victory here tonight? Both teams neck and neck. You just cannot decide or cannot tell which way this one is going to go. And we could very well even be heading towards Golden Point territory. If scores are level in another 15 minutes, that's what's going to happen. But they don't want to take it to Golden Point. They don't want the extra anxiety and pressure that comes along with Golden Point territory. They want to try and ice the game out here within these 80 minutes. 5th and last, high bomb, and Kamealoha once again soaring above the pack, and no real pressure to contest that one. And Mount Druitt, not without their chances, but some of those foot tackle kicks, it's not being executed the way that they're designed to execute it. And maybe it's fatigue, maybe it's a bit of miscommunication out on that field, because this crowd has been getting stuck in all night. And when you've got a crowd this rowdy, this volatile, sometimes it's hard to even hear the teammate standing right next to you. So the visitors now, Mount Druitt, trying to hold defensively as they let another one get past them on this set, another line break. Fourth tackle now, Waikato, they go short side for Whairangi. Oh, what a line break for Whairangi! Through the right edge. Mitch Riles was nearly forced to come up and get him, but it was Ted McDonald there to stop him now. Fifth and last, great kick there from Matt Chick. They go up top. Who's going to be there? It's Bailey Munro. Steps two. Bailey Munro goes through the middle of the field. And Bailey Munro is going to march this one down coast to coast. Crowd not loving it, but the Mount Druitt Kings will be. Bailey Munro. What a line break that set them up for the try scoring opportunity, and the Kings will take their first lead of the night late in this game, courtesy of a Bailey Munro coast to coast effort. And that one has just turned this game on its head. Benji Magic from right in front, who keep his 100% goal kicking record intact on tonight. 4 from 4 without a miss, and Mountie take a 6-point lead. Representing the west of Sydney, or Western Sydney. Representing the Darug people, Darug country, and also being the Australian, the Aussie rep side of this Waitangi Day clash. Plenty of Aussies here in the crowd as well. Can spot some purple jerseys out there, but make no mistake about it, this is well and truly the home, the fortress of the Wolfpack. And that try being scored, it's taken a lot of life out of this crowd. Oh, this could be dangerous. They go reverse inside out play to Mitch Riles. And Riles driven just in front of their own 30. Now Druitt trying to find a line break through Bazinga, and he'll be wrapped up by Jake Tapo. I think they're just in front, just beyond 40-20 range. Jeez, I need another cup of coffee in here. Fifth and last now. And oh, that's a mistake, surely. Referee's not going to call it. An unintentional falcon, you could call that one, I guess, but great starting field position for the Wolves, and a run like that gets them inside opposition 40. Longomai Hawani, great run there, and Waikato just over 8, or just under 8 minutes, provided on the offload. Marco Falongo, oh, he tried to run it all the way there. Done some matrix on that one. Sateki Issa now tries to dive from dummy half. Hasn't been able to exploit that dummy half run. Oh, draw pass, and it's called forward. Oh, that's a tough call there against Waikato. I thought that was flat. And time ticking down, time running out for the Wolves. On Waitangi Day, they want to rise to this occasion. They really want to get this win. Oh, that was dangerous. Mount Druitt playing with fire here. And Jazz Bazinga takes that run. Just over 5 minutes left. They're in 40-20 formation. They're going to go for it. Jay Tapuna. Oh, it's not the best kick. Straight to the middle. Kyle Foa shrugs off one. And if Kyle Foa could have stepped his last defender, he would have been gone. And this game could have potentially been leveled. The Wolves looking to strike back. Less than 5 minutes left. If they can score a try off this set, they could potentially send this game to golden point. What a way that would be to finish this one. Third tackle, 76. They go. Kyle Foa hits a step. Kyle Foa! And what a try for the Waikato Wolves. Back in this game. And Kyle Foa, when they needed someone to step up, he's the one that put his arm up. And even hit a cheeky munna wave with it as he ran that one to the house. And you have to think this is going to be level terms here. Easy kick. Pretty much from right in front. And yeah, I do have guests in the house, so I'm not screaming the house down like I usually do, but what a beautiful try there. And this is the never say die attitude. This is the never say die spirit of the Wolves. So much pride And they predicate themselves on their footy, the mana that they play with, the physicality and the explosiveness of that speed. Beautiful try there from Kaya 24 all is the score. Oh geez, we are gonna have some nervous wrecks out here tonight. We take a look around the stands. You can hear the Waikato crowd firmly getting back into this one. They are doing everything they can within their power to try and get their Wolves across the line. The Mount Druitt Kings trying to block out this outside noise. It's an us versus them mentality. And that's how they've approached it all night, but the Wolves, they'll be looking to try and win this one. So will the Kings, obviously, but given the occasion, given the context of this fixture, you'd have to think it'd mean so much for the Waikato Wolves if they can get it 40-20. Marco Whaolongo, he'll go for it. Will it trickle over the sideline? 40-20. And Marco Whaolongo with a chance to seal this game off the back of his effort. And the Wolves, they could very well steal this one in the death. They could steal it in the dying moments. The crowd is getting behind them. They want to see their Wolves win their first game at home. Rongamai Hawani. Oh, Rongamai Hawani. Oh, barge over. Rongamai Hawani's done it. They're going to send it upstairs. But Rongamai Hawani has planted that one down. And he has stolen the game for the Wolves. On the brink of full time. I can't believe it. What a try there, green lights, and Waikato get up on Waitangi Day. Waikato are going to win their first game at home, and what a way to do it. Oh geez, Max Topoke and Anthony Lee will be so proud of this performance, well deserved from the Waikato Wolves. And they're going to be loving it here tonight. What a way to celebrate this day. What a way to kick off round 4 of your Indigenous round clash. Your Indigenous round action full time. And it is the Waikato Wolves coming away with the victory over the Mount Druitt Kings here in Hamilton. 30-24 your full time score. An absolutely phenomenal game. Another classic of this Mine season. We've had so many of them already. We're not even halfway through, but we'll quickly brush over these stats here. Proudly brought to you by TBC Live. Kairangi Huna, Tane, Rongamai Hawani, Junior Kamealoha, Kaiafoa, Marco Whaolongo, all across for the Wolves. And for Mountie, it was Bailey Monroe, Mitch Wiles, Jay McBob, and Ted McDonald getting meat pies there for their Kings. And 50% split possession. 14 from 21 completions from the Wolves compared to the 18 from 20 for the Kings. So I actually thought it would have been the other way around, but Mount Druitt doing better to look after the footy, but the Wolves just doing better to capitalise with the opportunities. 8 errors to 2. That's a crazy stat line. 1 penalty conceded as well from the Wolves, none from the Kings. 129, 125 tackles apiece. Only 9 missed tackles from Waikato, 14 from the Kings, 27 line breaks compared to the 19. And it was a relatively clean game from the Kings when you look at those stats especially, but it all comes down to what you make of it, of those opportunities. Kairangi Huna leading the run meters, 7 shy of 200. Couple line breaks and a try to his name. But Whaorangi, another standout, 20 tackles, only 1 miss, 3 tackle breaks, 4 line breaks. You also got a kick in there as well. Vakateni, 1 shy of 150, 19 tackles, 0 miss, 4 line breaks. Pairing up alongside Benjamin Jackson, who didn't get to do much on attack, but defensively, 20 tackles, 0 missed. Phenomenal effort there from Jackson. Marco Whaolongo had a great game tonight as well. 4 kicks, a try assist, and a try. And they come up with a few errors, but I mean, it's kind of inevitable when you play in the halves, especially at 6. It just comes with the territory. Kaiafoa, the one to help level the game for the Wolves in the dying stages. And what a game it was. Rongamai Hawani, the hero of the hour, winning it for Waikato on Waitangi Day. That'll be one he remembers for the rest of his SRL career, you'd have to think. But we'll scroll over now to the visitors, and let me just say, a valiant effort from Mountie. They've got a lot of support. They bring a lot of hype and a lot of engagement to the SRL Mines comp, and they really put up one hell of a fight. They had a chance to win it, but they just couldn't ice it at the end when it counted the most. Jazz Bazinga leading the run meters 165. 3 line breaks there as well. Willie Wishart, 19 tackles, playing in at the hooker spot. He also got a try assist to his name. Benji Magic, 100% on the night. Try assist as well. 7 tackles, 0 miss, so good effort. Quinton Cotter, not having the game that he had last week. They did a good job, the Wolves, to sort of minimize his impact, but defensively, 24 tackles, only 1 missed. Still great stuff from the veteran Ted McDonald. Getting over the century mark as well with a try to his name. Certainly making some headlines, some headwaves here, Ted McDonald, and he's really made such a great impression in a short amount of time. So expect him to really stand out this season and make a case for himself. Johnny Burgess, 4 shy of 100. So you'd have to think that Cotter and Burgess, those two were targeted throughout this game, and that would have been the game plan. That would have been the priority for them. You know, you stop these two through the middle, and as we saw, it just did a lot for the Wolves. They were able to take advantage and exploit certain lines and gaps through the defense, and yeah, what a great game from the Wolves. Their first win at home on Waitangi Day, and the fashion that they did it, right towards the end, last minute. You just couldn't have asked for a better way to kick off Indigenous round. And it's been such a theme. I wonder if I can take the next game, because we are going to be heading to Cairns, far north Queensland. It's the OG rivalry, the Firehawks taking on the Blue Tongues, 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time, 5 p.m. in Queensland. Yeah. So there's so many time zones here in the SRL. And of course, 8 p.m. in New Zealand. But what a game it was. Thank you so much for tuning in. Myself, Sonny Tyre, Mines Commissioner here from Hamilton. And stay tuned, because we've got more Mines footy to finish off your Indigenous round clash, Indigenous round week of action. So stay tuned. We'll be right back right here on SRL TV.